penis.
Hey kids, you boys back. I saw that Tim Keefe is hosting a tournament to gather data on player one advantage in this game. That's a subject I am hype about. I think player one has a ridiculous advantage in this game. I am all for them changing the rules so that player two can either draw more cards or start with a free face down in their stage. I think that's housekeeping they should do before they do the full My Hero Academia release. I don't actually have any hard data to back up my claim that player one has an advantage, a big advantage. That's just my feelings. Yeah, I think it was a lot less of a problem back in the day pre-power creep cash grab because killing people on turn 2 was not a thing back then unless you're talking about all advanced stuff. But like in Platinum format, when the game was at its peak, pre-power creep cash grab, no one was dying on turn 2, and player 1 advantage was a lot less of a thing. But now that people die on turn 2 all the time, it is a much bigger difference. When both players are playing an aggro deck, player 1 advantage is huge. It's huge. And if I'm playing, my Spike 1 or my Joffrey, going turn 1 is huge just because I can safely build a whole turn without having to worry about dying the next turn. It's huge. Anyways, how about I smash some misconceptions about player 2 advantage? Getting to tap your character to help you build your turn 1 is an advantage. That's actually wrong almost 100% of the time for me, because my characters always do stuff on my opponent's turn. My main 2 characters right now are Joffrey and Spike 1. And if I have to tap them to help me build on my turn 1 when I'm player 2, I'm probably like twice as likely gonna die the next turn when my opponent takes their turn. I'm actually gonna fucking die. Okay, fuck. You can just kill me, okay? It's okay.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
You can have this. Okay. So that's some bullshit. Misconception number 2. Going second lets you use your character's abilities first. This is actually really only applied to back in the day when Napalm Man form was a thing. Doesn't apply so much now, but I heard it all the time. I heard it so much I wanted to die. People say, I like to go second as Napalm Man because I get to use my form to blow my opponent's stuff up first. This is actually completely wrong. Here's the order of events. If you're Napalm Man and you're going first, build, opponent's turn, then you blow their stuff up. Otherwise, it's your opponent builds, then you blow their stuff up. Which would you rather have? Would you rather build and then blow your opponent's stuff up, or would you rather just not have a whole build turn before you blow their stuff up? Because either way, you're forming after they get a whole turn to build. So it doesn't matter. You're still using your character's form the same time, which is after your opponent gets a whole build turn. So wouldn't you rather, you would rather just get a whole build turn first before that happens. Having your character ready to use their abilities actually not an advantage. Misconception number 3. I actually don't got one. That's all I got. Oh, misconception 3. Turn 1 advantage doesn't matter because player 2 wins all the time. This is a misconception because there's a lot of cases where it matters a lot more than others. Like when I said earlier, aggro decks, it matters the most. It matters like 75% to 25%, I imagine, like if both players are playing some dumb glass cannon Turnaloose. Also, the player's skill is quite varied at UFS events, much more varied than, say, the top 16 at a large Magic event, where they're all basically playing a solved game, and since that game sucks, also, it's basically not up to players' skill so much as it is up to the decks and how the strength of their draws. And in that game, like, I'm gonna look this up. I gotta know right now. Player 1 advantage Magic the Gathering.